Say you never hear, say you never know. I'm the everlasting God and creator of the globe. With everything in it and everything beyond. I never grow weary, always stay strong. Give power to the weak, making you strong. Find yourself to me, you can never go wrong. Cause everything will fail and everyone will fall. But you will always stand up. Cause my love is energized, my love is sanitized. When the enemy try to paralyze you, yeah, my love is terrorized, yeah. See my love it no be Valentine, no be once in a year love, no be once in a year love. My love is never lasting, my love is never lasting, yeah.
This a love special, I'm a no darling. This one not for me. When you become for me, I'm a bar. Say no be say it be like you dey hate. My God, you know they come when it late. It no matter if your situation great. At all, now your love you be the great. Your love put me on floor. Oh my God. Your love wake up fit to energize me. Your love wake up fit to sanitize me. Yeah.
Cause my love is energized, my love is sanitized. When the enemy try to paralyze you, yeah, my love is terrorized, yeah. See my love it no be Valentine, no be once in a year love, no be once in a year love. My love is never lasting, my love is never lasting, yeah.
Fire Radio.
Fire burning in my soul. Fire burning in my soul.
This academic crossroads.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Academic Crossroads here on Fire Radio. Woo! Thank you to... We are back with another episode. So before we welcome you to the show and before we get into what we will be exploring today, we are going to go to a quick music break and we will be listening to Cup Runneth Over by the Clark Sisters. So enjoy and stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, and you are tuned into Academic Crossroads on this fine summer's... Are we in summer yet? We are in summer. This fine summer's evening. So today we have the summer checklist ready and waiting for you. So summer is inevitably here for many of you, and for some it's inevitably on its way. But what do we need to do during this time? You know, some of you might have 2 months off, some of you have 6 weeks off, some of you might be blessed and have 4 months off. But how do you fill your time, and what should you be doing during the summer holidays? Well, that is what we will be getting into today. And, you know, the summer is an opportunity to spend time doing the things you didn't have time to do before. It's an opportunity to get ahead. And it is also an opportunity for you to position yourself in the best way possible so that you can have good success. So whether you do have 6 weeks off or whether you have 4 months off, make sure you stay locked in today. Share the link around as well, and make sure you tell all of your friends and family to be tuned in here on Academic Crossroads. So before we get into our summer checklist, in honor of National Writing Day. So National Writing Day is a day that celebrates all forms of writing. In honor of National Writing Day, I'm gonna ask you, I would like to find out what it is, what's one piece of advice you would give to your younger self? What is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self? Now, I know there are many of you, some of you might be thinking, my younger self? It's not that far away. And that is perfectly fine. But you were younger yesterday than you were today. So if you are here tuned in, then you definitely have a younger self. So I would like you to put into the comments to my younger self, and then just one piece of advice that you would have given your younger self, or you think, actually, if I had known this, then I would have been able to maybe skip a few things, or I would have been able to maybe progress more, you know. So please get involved and drop your your words of wisdom to your younger self in the comments. And we will be back in just one moment.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is that your love? Alright. Feels like I'm dreaming. Yeah. To know that I'm loved by the one who made all the earth and everything in it. Still feels like I'm dreaming. Yeah. To know I can cast all my cares and burdens on him and he will relieve it. All my life I never see this type of love before. It's too good for me, too good to believe. And I'm so happy that you came exactly when you did. Yahweh, for holding me down on my way. And everything that you did, I will love you with all of my days. Yahweh, 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 for holding me down on my way. And everything that you did, I will love you with all of my days. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh.
Only one I'm calling when I feel like I'm falling. I can count on you to save me. Oh yeah. Even when I'm doubting, I feel you around me. Your love is like a fountain. I can't get enough. The closer that I get, the more I'm changed. And it's so beautiful. And now I see I'm safe in your embrace. And I want you to know,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
for holding me down on my way. And everything that you did,
for me.
I will love you with all of my days. Yahweh, 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 for holding me down on my way. And everything that you give to me, I will love you with all of my days. Yahweh, 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 for holding me down all the way. And everything that you give to me, love you with all of my days. Yahweh.
Welcome back, everyone, and you are tuned in to Academic Crossroads. So, good evening, goodness, Mama Val, Janet, Tendai, Dorette, thank you for joining us. Priscilla, Mercy, Jane is here as well. Keisha, Temi, Tino, Marpe, Caroline. Thank you all so much for joining us here on Academic Crossroads. Now, we've had quite a few comments from you to your younger self. Okay, so we'll kick it off. Marpe, you said, I am the younger self in question. All right, so Marpe, maybe there's things you can glean. You can glean from the comments. So goodness, you've said, to my younger self, practice, practice, practice. Goodness, I like your one. I like that we started off with that as well. So practice, practice, practice. Steph, you said, to my younger self, don't overthink. Ask if you need to ask and be bold. Wow, that is a good one. And especially one to take into summer. Be bold and ask if you need to ask. Tendai, you've said, to my younger self, try to always be one step ahead of, I'm assuming I was going to say of the game, but try to be one step ahead of the game. Sean, you've come in right after to say, to my younger self, don't rush to arrive, enjoy the process more. I mean, sometimes we just want to get to the end of something, right? We just want to finish school already, or we just want to have done our A-levels already, or be at graduation already, but actually the process and getting there is so important. Rohan, you've said, you've even done TMYS. To my younger self, be accountable to someone older and build a strong network. Did you just go to a conference, Rohan? Be accountable to someone older and build a strong network. That is powerful. Let's go for a few more. Caroline, you've said, to my younger self, diversify your friendship circle. You can learn from others more than you can imagine. So going along the lines with Rohan on the networking, right? But there are so many opportunities that come from so many different places, and they don't always sit in where you are comfortable. So definitely diversifying your friendship circle is one. So, Mame, you've come back. You can say no to people. Put yourself first more. I think that's a thing, isn't it? Sometimes we really don't want to say no. We want to say yes to everything. And sometimes things are good opportunities, and also some opportunities are not as great as they seem. And so part of that is about prioritizing and making sure you're staying in your lane and doing the things that actually are profitable and contributing to your purpose and the direction of where you are going. So thanks for the comeback. Thanks for the comeback. Temi, you've said stay focused. You may not succeed on the first attempt, but try and try again. Try and try again. Mama Nobu, you've said, to my younger self, be proud of the woman you're becoming, even when no one else says it out loud. Mama Nobu, I feel like that one touched. Be proud of the woman you're becoming, even when no one else says it out loud. Wisdom, you've come in with the TMYS, so it's really not that deep. Get out of your head. And on that note, we thank you for all your creative writing. I feel like I need a clap. A clap from the studio, please. A clap from the studio. So thank you all for your contribution. I feel like I need to screenshot. I need to keep these, and we'll bring them back at some point. But thank you all for your contributions. So the summer checklist. We are here today with the summer checklist. So what is the summer checklist? Why are we talking about the summer checklist? Well, like we mentioned earlier, the summer checklist is part of us being prepared for summer. For those of you that are already in it, you might have to apply it quicker. But for those of you that summer is on its way for you, then this is definitely something that you should get thinking about and get putting into action. Not something that you just make notes on now. Not something that you just think, oh yeah, that thing that was said on Academic Crossroads back in June. No, we want you to make notes and implement. That is what we are here for, equipping you and supporting you to finish your academic journeys with excellence. And so why is summer an important time? It's a time where you have more time, right? It's a time where there are a lot more, seemingly anyway, a lot more opportunities, especially as a student. There are things like application, things that are opening. Maybe there are summer internships, volunteering opportunities that wouldn't come about during the winter months. And whilst we have the time and whilst we have the opportunity, it is time for you to grab it. And so before we start that, we are going to give you a poll. Now, when you are thinking of summer, I'm here talking about grabbing opportunities, but the reality is for many of you, for some, I hope it's only some, but for many, you're just thinking, I just want to relax. I've been working hard. I've been working hard over the past few months. And so now it is time to relax. So for our first poll, let me know whether you are a let me sleep and sit in the sun person, or are you a I'm going for my morning run? So are you let me sleep and sit in the sun, or are you I'm going for my morning run? Now for some, summer is like the time where they can wake up early and get things done, and for others it really is a time to they just want to rest. So make sure you get your votes in. Keep the votes coming. There are 44 of you online, I see, and 44 of you haven't voted. So let's get those votes in. and see whether you're looking to lounge around this summer, or see whether you are looking to go for your morning run. And I will be back with you in just one moment. So the votes are in. 40% of you said, let me sleep and sit in the sun. And 60% of you are going for your morning runs. I've got people in the studio disagreeing with the morning runs. I've got people wanting to get up and get out. Well, summer is the opportunity for you to seize and grab all that is waiting for you. So I really like summer. I felt like, especially whilst I was studying, it was, and still is now, such an amazing opportunity for me to go and do the things that I hadn't done before. And so I think one of my best summers has to have been, what year was that now? I think it was 2015. And so this was the summer where I volunteered in Argentina with the Great British Transplant team as a sports therapist. So I was part of the sports therapy team, and we worked with all of the athletes across loads of different sports, and we were out there for, I think it was a week or two. And so they had loads of different sports happening across Argentina. And so we went to the venues with them. We did like pre-event stuff. We did post-event stuff. And so that has to definitely have been one of my best summers. And that opportunity came about through my university. So make sure you know what your lecturers do outside of their teaching roles, because you never know what might come up and what you can potentially be involved in. So what are some of your best summer experiences? I know sometimes it's internships, sometimes it might be that you've got a project happening. So let us know in the comments what some of your best experiences are and have been over this summer. So Mama Val, you've said that I'm going for my morning walk. Get the sun, get the vitamin D. That's what we need. That is definitely what we need. Taddy, you've said those of us who run know why we run. Taddy, care to elaborate? I think we need you to elaborate on that. Give us more insight. More insight. Sithy, you've said, lol, no one is running, just trying to look good. Well, are we running because we want to look good, or are we trying to look good running? That is the question. Because trust me, I feel like when you're running in the heat, it's hot. You're like, it's not pretty. No one's trying to look pretty whilst they're running. If you're seriously on job and trying to get the distance in. Belinda, you've said sit in the sun. So and we've had quite hot weather actually recently. So summer has definitely arrived. But For Rohan, you said running from responsibility. God forbid. No one should be running from their responsibilities. So, okay, Taddy, you said it's a thing that can't be explained. It's a thing that can't be explained, only experienced. There's something therapeutic about running. Okay, that I agree with you 100%, especially when you go for long distance runs and you've got nice scenery. There's like you're going through a park or something like that. Definitely, I'll have to agree with you on that one. So, what are the ways that we can make the most of our summer? So whether you are in sixth form, maybe, or you've just finished GCSEs, or your GCSEs are coming up, should I say, or you might have done your A-levels, or you might have a longer summer and you're in university, or even potentially if you're at work and, you know, sometimes the summer is a wind down time for a lot of places. It might be that because a lot of people take leave, and so the workloads in some places they tend to be a bit more relaxed, a bit more spread out, and so you can have plenty of opportunities. So 4 things that are important and things that we have to make sure that we're doing to make the most of our summer. First up, we have rest. So make sure you take some time out. I know someone that's just finished their A-levels, and so I said to them that I'll speak to them soon about what we're going to do next. But I said, take a break, take a week, you know, especially A-levels, they're intense. You've been cramming all of this information in over these past few years, and so after you do your exams, just take a little bit of time, take a little bit of a break, and recoup. You know, there was also someone I was speaking to the other day, and they told me that they got a new job, and then we were just discussing the fact that actually this is the last summer they have. This is the last time where maybe they'll have 3-4 months of work solidly to just do whatever they want before they start working. And so the time off comes in many different forms, and what's following the time off as well comes in many different forms. So where you get time to rest and go for those therapeutic runs or walks, I would definitely advise that you do that. So make sure you get some rest in. Rest doesn't always mean sleep, by the way. It doesn't always mean sleep, but it does mean sit back, reflect on how the time has gone by and how things have been, and really take that time to then think ahead and what is coming next. So the next way that you can make the most of your summer is developing your skills. So with this, you know, there's things that you might want to do. You might even be studying for a specific profession. There might be skills. You might play instruments. You might have something that you actually want to pick up as well. And so developing your skills, summer is such a good time for you to do that. You can find internships. You can find maybe volunteer work that you can do to really hone in and focus on the areas that need to be developed with your skills. And then think about how you can go about actually getting those experiences in order for you to develop the skills. And also think about who can offer you that experience. Do you know somebody that actually you can speak to, and then they might have an opportunity for you, or they might be able to give you some advice. So find out who, find out what it is as well, and get in touch with those and do those types of things. But definitely it's a time for you to develop your skills, you know, because you have the whole day. You can sit there for hours, and if it's playing your instrument, you can play your instrument. If it's, I don't know, maybe you're an artist, then you've got the time to do that, right? And so developing your skills, and it might not always be practical. You might need to practice a presentation or 2 or 3 or 4 because you've got the time. And so making sure that you utilize the time to develop the skills that you have, and also the skills that you want to have. Now, you also may have a product that you want to develop. It may be by a product, it may be a physical product, it may be something that's online, it may be that you want to create a course for other people to learn from, a workshop that you want to deliver or something like that. And so summer is prime time for you to utilize the time to be able to develop those products, because practically you've got hours to spend just focusing on that thing and developing it. It might be actually that you might need to go to a workshop or two. You might need to go to a conference. You might need to find some stuff on YouTube or wherever it might be to actually watch and look at how that thing is done. But it's such a good time for you to develop new products, try new things as well. Whilst the sun is out for longer, then you've got longer. It feels like longer time, same time in the day, but it feels like longer time, right? Because you can work a bit later. And so with that, then it might be that actually now is a really good time with more daylight as well on your side. Then now is a good time for you to develop your products and your skills. And if you are an Excellence Academy student as well, get ready, your summer projects are coming back. So wait and see and to hear about those as well. And we also have, it's a really good time to build your routines as well. The things, you know, sometimes if a morning run is for you, but you wake up in the morning in the winter, you're looking outside, it's dark, it's cold, it's raining, you don't want to go for your run, you don't want to go to the gym. Now you have no excuses. You have absolutely no excuses. We are in summer. It is hot. It is hot and the sun is shining. So now is a really good time for you to build your routines. So think about the things that you did that worked well last academic year, that didn't work so well as well last academic year. I'm thinking about the things that you need to change. What things did you do last year that you found that, nah, I really need to just leave this behind. I need to leave this behind. So if you're thinking about building new routines, please drop in the comments things, maybe a few things that you would want to incorporate into your new routine. And for the up and coming months, what are some things that you would add into your new routine? And some of the things that maybe you're thinking, this should definitely not come with me beyond this point. But building routines, it really gives you the opportunity to try something new as well. You know, we sometimes have these things that we feel like we've always done things a certain way, and we always feel like, no, this is just how I do it. Whether it's your revision, whether it's organizing yourself, whether it's maybe you don't use a diary of any kind, you just have all of your dates and times in your head. If you can do that, fantastic. But if you've been doing that and it doesn't quite work, then maybe we need to try something different. You have physical diaries, you have digital diaries, you have your phones. There are so many opportunities for you to adapt and to help yourself build your new routine as well. And so let us know. I think what's something that I will be trying to implement. I think more exercise, actually. I think more exercise. Now it's summer. Now I was talking to myself as well when I said that earlier. Now it's summer and it's warmer. The weather's a bit nicer. I really like to incorporate more exercise into my weekly routines. I would say daily, but I'm gonna go with weekly because we set realistic goals out here. We are doing smarter goal setting as always. So weekly goals, weekly physical activity of some kind is one of my things that I would definitely be trying to add into my new routine as we hit the summer. And something that I would definitely be dropping, let me know in the chat things that you feel that you need to just leave behind and definitely drop. So, I'm trying to think now. What's something that I would definitely drop? I think trying to do everything on my phone. I think I need to go back to a physical diary. So especially when I was doing a lot more research and studying, I had this physical diary. It came with me everywhere. It had every single date, every single appointment, everything in this one diary, and it was thick. It was a day per page kind of diary. That is the diary that I used to have. And so I think that is something that I need to bring back to help with my organization as well. Even though sometimes being a mother, it's not always easy to stay on track. For those of you that are listening and your parents, the things that you're just about to leave the house and something happens, you've prepared and set this thing up for the evening, and then something might happen, and it's all part of it. We thank God and we bless God for the blessings. It's all part of it. And so with parenthood, you really have to be adaptable. That is like, if you are looking for something to put on your CV and you're a parent, put adaptability. Adaptability and crisis management, because that it's a daily thing. So Marpe, you have said that you are starting the day with my phone. Wow. Sometimes you don't even roll out of bed because you already know where you've put it the night before. It's simply just, you don't even open your eyes sometimes. You just go and grab it like this, and then it's straight to the phone. So starting the day with your phone. I find as well, when you don't start the day with your phone, you start a lot clearer. It's not so, I don't know how it feels, but it's you just feel a lot clearer, a lot cleaner. Your mind feels fresher, should I say. So starting the day with your phone. Steph, you've said, I'm with you, pen and paper just lets you flow like a screen could never do that for me. Honestly, and when you can see it all in front of you, it's like you can plan months in advance without it being in such a small space. Whitney, you've said sleeping early, dropping anything that takes me from my schedule. And sleeping early is key. Don't you just feel so much more refreshed once you've slept? Even if it's like, okay, I'm going to say 8 p.m, but that might be a bit too early for some. So we'll go with 10. Even if you sleep at 9, 10 o'clock, when you wake up the next day, you really feel like you've had a good night's sleep and you feel nice and refreshed. And dropping anything that takes you from your schedule. Whitney, you're staying focused this summer. That's what I'm getting from that. I'm getting focused. Taddy, you said, what do you think someone can add to their routine to stay mentally sharp? What can you add to your routine to stay mentally sharp? I think one thing you can add to your routine is actually exercise, because it will help you with focus. And whilst there are also the physical benefits of exercise, there are also the mental benefits of exercise. So definitely adding exercise to your routine. And when I say exercise, it doesn't have to be that you're doing, this many sets and this many reps. It might actually just be going for a leisurely stroll for 5-10 minutes a day and getting that into your routine. So we'll take a few more. Oh, Whitney said, good question, Taddy. I think reading or meditation. Yes, reading or meditation. Something that's also away from screens, just in the calm. You're there and you can be chilled. So adding these things into your routine and making sure we stick to them as well. It's all nice that we've said all of this stuff, but making sure that we stick to them. So Marpe, I'm expecting you to not be picking up your phone straight away. And Priscilla as well, you've said networking events, brunches and activities because you never know. That's what I like to hear. Going out and doing the things that need to be done, and in the places that actually you're going to reap the benefits of the things that you are setting out to get. So it goes with, I think, what Caroline mentioned earlier about diversifying friendship groups and where you're going and stuff. And so going to events like that can really help you find the people, especially if they are focused in the topic and in the field that you want to go into, or people that are in the field that are going to be at a particular event or workshop or seminar or brunch or whatever it might be. And so definitely utilizing those places and spaces. So making the most of your summer, rest and Go outside was another one, but I think that's filtered in through the rest. But developing your skills and developing products that you've purposed in your heart, you've really been inspired about this thing, and also building your routines. So that is unfortunately all we have time for today. And so we would like you to stay tuned because Youth Beat is up next. But don't forget, Academic Crossroads is back next week, Monday, 7 till 8 p.m. And there will be a very special guest tuning in with you. And so make sure you tune in next week, Monday, 7 till 8. So I have been your host, Dr. Leanne Jaye. Thank you for tuning into Academic Crossroads. Make sure you are resting, you are getting outside, you are developing your skills and products that you have purposed to do, and make sure you are building in those habits to improve your routine. So I will see you same time, same place here on Fire Radio next week.
I don't sponsor confusion. I wear the victor's crown. I cannot lose it. I'm not losing. I'm just proving that if you have God in your life, you are rooted. So everywhere that I go, my God, He is involved. Direct me on the right road, on that straight and narrow. So everywhere that I go, my God, He is involved. Direct me on the right road, on that straight and narrow. Me and this team will never see defeat. You and I, we are not alike, I'm different. Do you, I'ma do me. I'll keep winning. Praise to the Most High, Christ is King, He ain't dead, He's risen. So when I say I'm repping the King of Kings, not one bit kidding. Yes, I follow Him diligently. Yeah, a love that is genuine. I'm never leaving, it's you and me. I'm giving you my time and attention, so I listen when I hear you speak. I'm not the one to be navigating, He's a navigator, so I let Him lead. Everywhere that I go, my God, He is involved. Direct me on the right road, on that straight and narrow. So everywhere that I go, my God, He is involved. Direct me on the right road, on that straight and narrow. I serve a God with a capital G. He brought me out of the D, the closest to me. He left me to bleed. Now I'm back in better with a 3. My shepherd, he left the 99 for me. He made me a promise that he'll never leave. I was broken inside, now I'm whole. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh, fully covered, cause He paid the debt that freed us. Yeah.
You have been listening to Academic Crossroads. Join us same time next week for more academic top tips with your host, Dr. Leanne Jaye Adeyemi.